Now no longer with us. I mean, think about this, right? Father's Day's coming up. I ask everyone, just and yes, it's tragic. Mr. Brooks is dead. I don't wish ill will on anyone. He was a father too. By the way, we should never forget that. We're all human beings. Nobody does. But Sean, that was universal.
So,
Father's Day, nobody does. But Father's Day's coming up. Do you have any idea how many families across the country
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think there's if the police are just demoralized, I mean, they have a proper reason to be demoralized. I mean, if they're burnt out, they have a real legitimate reason to be burnt out. First of all, they're harassed every day by infractions. They're provoked into chasing wild goose chases and whatnot, and stuff like that. And some of that, and they're and so they're like, what do you call it? And so they sit up there. They experience burnout. Like even without this, they experience burnout on a yearly basis. You know what I mean? It's year round. So I mean, to sit up there and be like, that they're not demoralized because you think that they have the upper hand or something like that. Why don't you try, what do you call it? If you're so, even though you can because you probably have felon or something, but why don't you just try to live a straight and narrow life and then try to be like a servant to the civilian life and stuff like that, or a servant to a community of people, and be arbitrary, be diplomatic to people of different cultures, to be of different backgrounds, different generations of immigration and stuff like that. Why don't you try to be diplomatic on an everyday basis? On top of that, be a 24-hour police officer. On top of that, be sworn to do what you're supposed to be doing, do it right. And then on top of that, what do you call it? Slap in the face and be like, this is what we feel about you on that. Because of my blogs or what you say I get away with or something like that or something like that. I mean, I'm not saying come after me. I'm not saying not come after me. But I'm saying if you're going to look to somebody, all it is, is just going to another scapegoat from one scapegoat to another. It's always going to be something you're complaining about. You're a collective society. And in general, it's always against the law. Against the law of some sort, right? You know what I mean? And if they're not a fucking drug dealer or something like that, you don't respect anything. You know what I mean? You're like, you know what I mean? Because they're not keeping it real or something like that, right? He got his high school diploma. He's not keeping it real. You know what I mean? Or something to that effect. So, I mean, to sit up here and say, and just because you're a vegetable and so you don't really have to wake up at 7 in the morning every day, or 4 to 5 days a week or something like that, and stuff like that, and play an ethical role every day, doesn't mean it says you're a better person or that you're being unjust. You're being unjust. First of all, you're outnumbering, first of all. And second of all, what do you call it? You don't even pay. Yeah, I mean, there's a long list. I mean, if you want to take it to court for the people of the rioters, they take a night court, an endless line. And, that'll be a fucking slaughter. A doormat.